Good day, students. In today's lesson, we will learn on how to categorize films. Let me ask you, what is a film genre? So according to filmsite.org, film genre refers to the various forms or identifiable types, categories, classifications, or groups of films. The word genre comes from the French word meaning kind, category, or type. In this example, these are the main types of film genre. Let, let us check or describe each. Before we describe each, let me tell you about genre. Genre refers to the recurring, repeating, and similar and familiar or instantly recognizable patterns, styles, themes, syntax, templates, paradigms, motifs, rules, or generic convention that include some of the following. So these are the factors or let's say characteristics where we can be able to identify or classify the genre. A character or a characteristic setting or period. So this refers to the modern day, historical or fictional, urban, rural, or etc. with various stereotypes, props, or icons. Setting. Horror or suspense. This is designed to provoke one strong emotional response from the viewers to give you your fear. Okay, it also includes dark and isolated foreboding places and unexplained things like forests or woods, graveyards, spooky castles, abandoned buildings or structures, locked doors to remote rooms, blood and gore, and killing instruments. Sci-fi. Oh, what do you mean by sci-fi or science fiction? Science fiction deals with futuristic science and technological concepts around which the plot revolves. It involves like outer space or the future with laser blasters and spaceships. Sports. Sports, the story of this type moves around a sport or sports setting. It could be in a sport arena or other venues, teams, athletes, competition, and other sports equipment. War. War includes battlefields, bomber planes, and tanks. Western film genre. When you say Western film genre, this can be identified through familiar frontier, American period, or cowboy elements like sketch, cattle drive, stage coaches, saloons, and six shooters and 10 gallons huts. The recurring use of stock character or characterization. One of this is comedy. When you say comedy, what do you mean by that? The comedy, this has one priority. This is to make you laugh. So it involves with the nerd, the jock, or token minority, or buddies. Crime. Alright, can you say crime or gangsters? This deals with shady characters involving sinister actions. Involves like the detective or private eye, gangsters, criminals, inmates, fugitives. Horror. Horror or suspense, this is designed to provoke one strong emotional response from the viewer, the emotion of fear. Sci-fi, It could be aliens or monsters, killers, superheroes. Sports, the underdog. Westerns, outlaws or and cowboys, the marshals or sheriff. Stereotype, heroic saviors, or good guys. The use of representative content and subject matter, the storyline, themes, narrative, or plot, resonant with other themes in this genre category, like action. So, action or adventure. So, this is exemplified by high energy scenes. So, the chase sequence or extended fight scene, gun, gun violence, race against time. A comedy with dialogue draws out humor and slapstick, rites and passage, fish out of water, mistaken identity, cross dressing. A crime, who done its capers, robberies, rival gangs. Horror, the final girl survivor urban legends, ghost stories, the paranormal and the occult, survival horror, found footage tales. Melodramas, or the dramas. This is serious in nature. It is either plot or character driven. So the self sacrificial maternal figure. Musical. This centers on musical dance performances as a main part of the narrative. So it's like singing and dancing, putting on one show. Romance. Romance, stages of falling in love and subsequent breakup and reconciliation. Forbidden love, true love, fairy tales. Sci-fi deals um, in interstellar travel, space operas, doomsday, and apocalyptic scenarios. There are stages of genre. So these are the basic five different stages of genre as they have progressed and developed through cinematic history. Let's have number one, primitive of or early. The earliest and purest genre form with iconography, themes, and patterns starting to develop. Second, the classical or the traditional. In this stage, marked with growth, popularity, and solidification of the genre, and clear establishment of its characteristics and prototypes, setting a benchmark. Third, revisionist, a reinterpretation, recasting, or questioning of the original genre with greater complexity of themes while retaining many of the characteristics and iconographic elements. Fourth stage, parodic, the spoofing or mocking of the genre by over exaggeration of the characters and the genre's traditional themes. Extended or mixed as hybrids, the blending or modification or creative extension or melding of various genre elements as the genre categories evolved, sci-fi western, comedic noir, or film. So when you say hybrid or mixed as hybrid, so these films share the elements of two or more film genre, like a movie is a comedy and love or romance or something like that. So, a story can be told in many different or many and diverse ways. It all depends on the different approaches one might take in making and telling a story. The same can be said for filmmaking. We categorize these different approaches in numerous types of ways, but we mainly group them based on the recurring and familiar patterns within the story. We call these groupings films as genre. A film genre is defined mainly through the story, how the story is told, and through the elements like the theme, plot, mood, and setting. These are the elements of the story. In time, film genres have evolved along with and different technology to make films. These are for today. So, do you have any question? If none, so genre provide a convenient way for script writers and filmmakers to produce, cast, and structure their narratives within manageable, well-defined framework to speak a common language. A genre also offers studios an easily marketable product and give audiences satisfying, expected, and predictable choices. So this is all about knowing the different types of film genre.